A man who controls his emotions controls his destiny. The Stoics mastered the art of influence through unwavering confidence and clarity, traits that today's so-called bad boys seem to emulate. They know exactly how to captivate women, not by luck, but by using psychological triggers that work every time. In this episode, we'll dive deep into 7 powerful mind tricks bad boys use to get any girl, and how you can adopt these strategies with a Stoic mindset to enhance your own presence. Stick around until the end, because these are not just tricks, they're principles that can transform the way women perceive you. And while you're here, like, subscribe, and share your story in the comments. Let's get started. Chapter 1. Don't spend too much time on the phone or texting her. Bad boys know how to keep a woman intrigued, and one of their most effective tactics is restraint in communication. They aren't glued to their phones, obsessively texting back or providing detailed updates about every moment of their day. Instead, they communicate with purpose, leaving space for mystery and anticipation. This approach shows that they value their time and attention, traits that make them irresistible. The Stoics were masters of self-control, emphasizing the importance of directing energy toward meaningful pursuits rather than fleeting distractions. By not constantly texting or calling, you're embodying this principle. Instead of seeking her approval through constant communication, you focus on your own goals and priorities, allowing her to wonder about you. This creates a powerful dynamic. The less you say, the more she thinks about you. Endless texting or chatting can make you too predictable, robbing the relationship of excitement. When every thought or feeling is shared in real time, there's no room for curiosity to build. Curiosity is one of the key drivers of attraction. It keeps her mind engaged and wondering about you. A simple, well-timed text can carry far more weight than hours of back-and-forth conversation because it leaves her wanting more. However, this doesn't mean ignoring her or playing games. It's about being intentional with your communication. Respond when necessary, but keep your messages concise and meaningful. For instance, instead of replying instantly to every message, take your time. This subtle delay signals that you're busy and that your life doesn't revolve around your phone or her. When you do respond, make your words count. A thoughtful comment or an intriguing question shows that you're paying attention without overdoing it. Another reason bad boys don't spend hours on their phones is that they prioritize real-life connections over virtual ones. Texting and calling should supplement your interactions, not replace them. If you find yourself spending more time chatting than meeting in person, it's a sign to pull back. Face-to-face moments carry emotional depth that digital conversations simply can't replicate. Suggest meeting up rather than having long text exchanges. This shift reinforces your confidence and your value for authentic interaction. Bad boys also understand that over-communicating can create an unhealthy dynamic. Constant availability may lead to dependency or a loss of respect. The more you're at her beck and call, the more likely she is to take your attention for granted. By limiting how often you're reachable, you establish boundaries that protect your time and energy. This boundary setting doesn't just benefit you, it also cultivates her respect for your independence and self-discipline. The Stoics emphasized the power of moderation in all things, including relationships. Applying this wisdom, you'll find that quality always trumps quantity in communication. A brief but impactful conversation can leave her feeling more connected to you than hours of shallow texting. For example, instead of sending a stream of mundane updates, send a single, intriguing message that sparks her interest. Just wrapped up an amazing project. Can't wait to tell you about it in person. This invites curiosity and sets the stage for meaningful interaction later. Maintaining this balance in communication also helps you avoid common pitfalls like oversharing. While openness is important in relationships, revealing too much too soon can diminish your mystique. Bad boys keep certain aspects of their lives private, not out of secrecy, but because they understand the allure of gradual discovery. Letting her uncover your layers over time makes the connection feel more authentic and exciting. Additionally, cutting back on excessive phone use sends a powerful message: your time is valuable and you're not easily distracted. This sense of purpose and focus is incredibly appealing because it reflects a man who is in control of his life. Women are naturally drawn to individuals who are confident and self-assured, traits that are demonstrated through restraint and intentionality. By communicating less, you also give her the opportunity to invest in the relationship. When you're not always the one initiating conversations or driving the dynamic, she's more likely to take the lead. This balance creates a mutual sense of effort and engagement, which strengthens the connection. Finally, it's important to recognize that texting and phone calls are tools, not crutches. They should enhance your relationship, not define it. Use them wisely and always keep the bigger picture in mind. You're not just building attraction, you're laying the foundation for a relationship that's rooted in respect, curiosity, and meaningful interaction. In conclusion, the key to mastering this tactic is finding the right balance. Be present, but don't be overbearing. Communicate, but don't over-communicate. Prioritize in-person connection over digital chatter, and let your actions speak louder than your words. By doing so, you'll create a sense of intrigue and value that keeps her coming back for more. Remember, less is often more, and in this case, it's a lot more attractive. Chapter 2. Go on fun, special dates. Bad boys leave a mark not by following the crowd, but by breaking away from the ordinary. Predictable dates, like dinner and a movie, might feel safe, but they rarely stand out. What makes bad boys unforgettable is their ability to plan dates that are thrilling, unique, and deeply memorable. They understand that it's not just about spending time together, it's about creating moments that linger in her mind long after the date ends. This approach aligns perfectly with Stoic philosophy, which emphasizes living fully in the present moment. By designing experiences that captivate her attention and engage her senses, you elevate the connection to something more profound. Think beyond the obvious. Instead of another routine evening, plan something that sparks excitement or curiosity. A scenic hike to catch a breathtaking sunset, an impromptu road trip to a quirky destination, or an activity like indoor rock climbing or paddleboarding can turn an ordinary outing into an extraordinary memory. The beauty of such dates lies in their ability to evoke strong emotions. A thrilling experience, whether it's the rush of ziplining or the quiet awe of stargazing, creates a lasting impression. When she thinks back to those moments, she'll associate the feelings of joy, excitement, and connection with you. This emotional imprint strengthens your bond and makes her look forward to every opportunity to spend time together. But it's not just about the activity itself, it's also about the effort and creativity you invest in planning. Women notice the thoughtfulness behind your choices. A date that shows you paid attention to her interests or taken the time to think outside the box sends a powerful message: you value her company enough to make the experience special. This effort sets you apart from others who rely on cliched or uninspired plans. For example, if she's an art lover, surprise her with a visit to a local exhibit or a painting workshop. If she's into adventure, take her to an escape room or a zip-lining course. Even a picnic at a beautiful spot, complete with her favorite snacks, can leave a lasting impression if it's planned with care. The key is to create a vibe that feels exclusive and tailored to her. Stoic wisdom also teaches us that life is fleeting and every moment matters. By applying this mindset to your dates, you shift the focus from mundane activities to experiences that feel meaningful. This doesn't mean every date needs to be extravagant or over the top. Sometimes, simplicity combined with thoughtfulness creates the most impact. A walk through a charming neighborhood, a visit to a farmer's market, or even cooking a meal together can become memorable if approached with creativity and enthusiasm. Another reason fun, special dates work so well is that they introduce a sense of unpredictability. When she doesn't know what's coming next, it keeps her intrigued and excited. Bad boys master this dynamic. They're spontaneous and open to new experiences, which makes every encounter with them feel fresh and exciting. By keeping the element of surprise alive, you ensure that she's never bored or complacent in your company. The Stoics also emphasized the importance of sharing joy with others. Fun, memorable dates are a way to share happiness and build a connection through shared experiences. Laughter, or an adventure all act as emotional glue, creating bonds that are hard to break. When she recalls the moments of fun and excitement she had with you, those memories will stand out as highlights in her life. It's also worth noting that these unique experiences raise the bar for what she'll come to expect in a relationship. Once she's experienced the thoughtfulness and creativity you bring to the table, it's hard for her to settle for less. You're not just another guy in her life, you're the one who knows how to make her feel alive and special. And don't underestimate the power of storytelling. When she talks about your dates with friends, they'll sound like scenes out of a movie or a chapter from a romantic novel. This only heightens her sense of excitement and pride about being with someone who knows how to create magic. Lastly, remember that the effort you put into planning a date is a reflection of how you approach life. A man who can think creatively, plan effectively, and execute with confidence signals that he's capable of more than just showing up. It demonstrates leadership, passion, and a zest for life, all qualities that are undeniably attractive. In summary, fun and special dates are about more than just entertainment. They're a chance to create unforgettable memories, forge deeper emotional connections, and stand out as someone who values living fully. By embracing this approach, you not only make her excited to see you again, but you also establish yourself as a man who knows how to turn even the simplest moments into something extraordinary. So, ditch the predictable. Instead, aim for dates that inspire laughter, awe, and excitement. When you become the person she associates with these unforgettable moments, you're not just a date, you're an experience she'll never forget. Chapter 3. Set goals for yourself. Bad boys captivate women because they don't make relationships their sole focus. Instead, they dedicate themselves to their goals, ambitions, and self-improvement. This focus gives them a sense of purpose and drive that is magnetic. A man who knows where he's going in life is naturally appealing, as it demonstrates confidence, ambition, and self-respect, qualities that women find irresistible. The Stoics taught that true fulfillment comes from living with purpose and aligning your actions with your values, not from chasing external validation. This philosophy is key. When you prioritize your goals and work tirelessly toward them, you not only enrich your own life, but also make yourself more attractive. Your energy becomes infectious, inspiring those around you, including her. Setting goals is more than just talking about your aspirations, it's about taking consistent action. Start by identifying areas of your life that matter most to you. Maybe it's advancing in your career, building a business, mastering a skill, or achieving a fitness goal. Once you've defined your objectives, break them into smaller, actionable steps. Each milestone you reach adds to your confidence and reinforces your sense of direction. As you work on your goals, let her catch glimpses of your progress. Mention your ambitions in casual conversation, but keep it balanced. Don't overshare or boast. For instance, instead of saying, "I'm going to make 6 figures this year," say something like, "I'm really excited about this project I'm working on at the office. It's challenging but rewarding." This keeps the conversation grounded and authentic while subtly showcasing your drive. When she sees you consistently striving for self-improvement, she'll associate you with growth and potential. Women are naturally drawn to men who challenge themselves because it signals a life of excitement and achievement. This dynamic creates a natural sense of intrigue as she starts to wonder how she can fit into your ever-evolving journey. Another powerful aspect of setting goals is the discipline and focus it cultivates. When you're deeply invested in your ambitions, you have less time to worry about trivial matters or overanalyze relationships. This emotional stability is highly attractive because it demonstrates that you're not reliant on her or anyone else for validation. Instead, you're building a life that's fulfilling in its own right. Working toward your goals also sets a standard of excellence. By pursuing your best self, you create an environment that encourages others to do the same. She'll feel inspired to level up alongside you, knowing that you're a man who doesn't settle for mediocrity. This shared sense of growth and improvement can deepen your connection, as she sees the value in being part of your journey. The Stoics emphasized the importance of balance, and this applies to goal setting as well. While it's crucial to stay focused on your ambitions, remember to maintain a sense of moderation. Don't become so consumed by your pursuits that you neglect your relationships or personal well-being. Balance your drive with moments of relaxation and connection, creating a well-rounded life that's both productive and enjoyable. Additionally, make your goals visible. Use tools like vision boards, journals, or apps to track your progress. Not only does this keep you accountable, but it also serves as a tangible reminder of your growth. If she sees how seriously you take your ambitions, it reinforces her perception of you as a man with direction and purpose. A crucial element of this process is celebrating your wins, no matter how small. Whether it's completing a challenging project, hitting a fitness milestone, or learning a new skill, acknowledge your achievements. This self-appreciation boosts your confidence and shows her that you're someone who values progress. It's a reminder that life with you will be anything but stagnant. When you're actively working on your goals, you also create a subtle sense of competition. She'll realize that your attention isn't easily earned because you're focused on things that truly matter. This dynamic makes her value your time and effort even more, as she starts to see you as a high-value man who's worth the chase. Finally, remember that setting goals is an ongoing journey. There's no finish line to self-improvement, it's a lifelong commitment to growth and discovery. Embrace this mindset and let her witness your evolution. Your determination and resilience will inspire admiration and respect, making her eager to be part of your world. In summary, setting goals for yourself is about more than just achieving success. It's about embodying a sense of purpose and drive that's impossible to ignore. When you're passionate about your ambitions and disciplined in your efforts, you radiate confidence and self-assurance. These qualities not only elevate your own life, but also make you incredibly appealing. So, define your goals, work relentlessly toward them, and let your journey speak for itself. When she sees the man you're becoming, she won't just want to be with you, she'll want to grow alongside you. That's the true power of ambition and purpose. Chapter 4. Don't be so available. Bad boys have an aura of independence that sets them apart. They're not glued to their phones, constantly checking in or dropping everything at a moment's notice. This isn't about playing childish games or acting aloof. It's about prioritizing your time and showing that your life is full of purpose and activity. When you're always available, you unintentionally convey that you have nothing else going on, which can diminish your value in her eyes. The Stoics understood the importance of self-discipline and balance. They taught that excess in any form could disrupt harmony, even when it comes to relationships. If you're too available, your constant presence can become predictable, and predictability often leads to complacency. On the other hand, when you're selective about how and when you invest your time, every moment you share becomes more meaningful. One of the keys to mastering this principle is genuinely valuing your own time. If she asks to meet or call, don't feel obligated to immediately rearrange your schedule. Instead, respond confidently and calmly. For example, if you're busy, say something like, "I'd love to see you, but I'm tied up right now. How about we meet tomorrow evening instead?" This communicates that while you value her, your time is equally precious. This approach isn't about being dismissive or rude, it's about setting healthy boundaries. Women respect men who have lives filled with purpose and passion. When you're not always at her beck and call, you subtly signal that you're a man of value, someone whose time is earned, not given away freely. This creates an intriguing dynamic that naturally draws her closer to you. It's important to understand that not being overly available doesn't mean neglecting her. It's about balancing your presence in a way that keeps the connection fresh and exciting. If you're constantly there whenever she needs you, the relationship can lose its spark. Absence, as the old saying goes, makes the heart grow fonder. Use your time apart to focus on your goals, hobbies, and personal growth. Dive into projects that excite you, hit the gym, or spend time with friends and family. Not only will this keep you fulfilled, but it will also make you more attractive. A man who has a full, independent life exudes confidence and self-sufficiency, traits that are universally appealing. When you do spend time together, make it count. Plan engaging dates, have meaningful conversations, and be fully present in the moment. This contrast between your occasional absence and the high-quality connection you provide when you're together creates a sense of anticipation and appreciation. She'll look forward to the times you're around and treasure those moments even more. Being less available also allows her to invest more effort into the relationship. People value what they have to work for, and this applies to romantic connections as well. If you're constantly giving without expecting anything in return, you risk creating an unbalanced dynamic. By occasionally stepping back, you encourage her to take initiative and contribute to the relationship, fostering mutual respect and appreciation. The Stoics believed in the power of moderation, and this philosophy applies perfectly here. Don't go to extremes by disappearing or ghosting her. That's immature and counterproductive. Instead, find a balance that works for both of you. Be responsive and caring, but maintain enough independence to keep the relationship dynamic and exciting. This principle also extends to communication. Avoid over-texting or being overly active on social media. While it's nice to check in, constant messages can quickly feel overwhelming or clingy. Instead, focus on quality over quantity. A thoughtful, well-timed message or call has far more impact than a string of texts throughout the day. Another benefit of not being overly available is that it gives her space to reflect on the relationship. When you're not constantly in her orbit, she has the opportunity to miss you and appreciate what you bring to her life. This space allows the connection to deepen naturally as she starts to value your presence more. It's also essential to keep your intentions clear. Being less available doesn't mean playing mind games or trying to manipulate her emotions. It's about genuinely living a life that's fulfilling and balanced. When your actions stem from authenticity, they'll resonate more deeply, and she'll see that your independence is a reflection of your self-respect, not a tactic to gain control. Ultimately, not being overly available is about cultivating a relationship dynamic that's grounded in mutual respect and appreciation. By valuing your own time and maintaining a sense of independence, you create an environment where both of you can thrive. She'll admire your confidence and ambition, and the moments you share will be all the more special. So, take a step back when needed. Focus on your own growth, set boundaries, and let her see that you're a man with a life full of purpose. This balance will not only make her crave your presence, but also ensure that the relationship remains vibrant, exciting, and built on a foundation of mutual respect. Chapter 5. Level Up. Bad boys have one thing in common: they're always evolving. They don't settle for mediocrity or stay stagnant in any area of their lives. Whether it's transforming their physique, advancing their careers, or mastering a new skill, their relentless pursuit of growth sets them apart. This dedication to self-improvement doesn't just boost their confidence, it creates a magnetic aura that's impossible to ignore. The Stoics, too, champion self-improvement as a lifelong endeavor. Marcus Aurelius wrote extensively about striving to be better each day, focusing on actions that align with one's values and purpose. For you, leveling up means taking control of every aspect of your life, physical, mental, emotional, and even spiritual. By doing so, you become a force of nature, someone others admire and aspire to be around. Start with your physical health. A well-maintained body isn't just about appearance, it reflects discipline and self-respect. Commit to regular exercise, eat nourishing foods, and prioritize sleep. The transformation won't just show in your physique, it'll radiate through your posture, energy, and overall presence. When she sees the effort you're putting into yourself, she'll instinctively recognize your value. But leveling up isn't just about hitting the gym. Your mental growth is equally important. Read books that challenge your perspective, learn new skills, and engage in activities that stimulate your intellect. Whether it's diving into philosophy, exploring creative outlets, or taking on new professional challenges, every step forward adds depth to who you are. Women are naturally drawn to men who have a sharp mind and a hunger for knowledge. Emotional growth is another crucial pillar. Bad boys aren't controlled by their emotions, they master them. This doesn't mean suppressing how you feel, it means understanding and managing your emotions effectively. Practicing Stoic principles like mindfulness and self-control allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. When you're emotionally steady, she'll see you as a rock she can rely on, even during turbulent times. As you level up, you'll naturally exude confidence and self-assurance. Confidence is one of the most attractive traits a man can have, but it has to be genuine. True confidence comes from knowing you're consistently working to be the best version of yourself, not from external validation. When you're thriving, you won't need to chase approval, it will come to you naturally. Your progress will also create a subtle but powerful psychological effect, FOMO, or the fear of missing out. When she sees you advancing in your career, achieving personal goals, or simply living a fulfilling life, she'll realize that being part of your journey is a privilege. She won't want to miss out on the exciting future you're building. This dynamic shifts the balance of power in your favor as she begins to see you as a man of value who's in demand. However, leveling up isn't about competing with others, it's about competing with yourself. Every day is an opportunity to outperform the man you were yesterday. This mindset keeps you focused and driven, ensuring that you're always moving forward. It also eliminates the need for comparison, freeing you from insecurity or jealousy. When you're genuinely content with your growth, you'll radiate positivity and strength, traits that are incredibly attractive. Another key aspect of leveling up is embracing challenges. Bad boys don't shy away from adversity, they see it as an opportunity to grow. Whether it's taking on a tough project at work, learning a skill that pushes you out of your comfort zone, or facing difficult conversations head-on, your willingness to tackle challenges headfirst will set you apart. This resilience is not only admirable, it's contagious. She'll be inspired by your drive and want to match your energy. While you're focused on your journey of self-improvement, remember that it's okay to share glimpses of your progress. Let her see you in action, whether it's working out, honing a skill, or discussing your goals. These moments give her a sense of your ambition and make her feel like she's witnessing something special. But don't overshare, keep some of your plans and achievements to yourself. A touch of mystery enhances the allure of your growth. Finally, leveling up isn't just about achieving external success, it's about cultivating inner peace and purpose. The Stoics taught that true fulfillment comes from aligning your actions with your values. Take time to reflect on what matters most to you and ensure that your pursuits align with your principles. When you're grounded in your purpose, your growth feels authentic and meaningful, and that authenticity is irresistibly attractive. In the end, leveling up is about becoming the best version of yourself, not for her, not for anyone else, but for you. When you commit to this journey, you'll naturally draw people toward you, including her. She'll be captivated by your ambition, inspired by your progress, and eager to be part of your world. Most importantly, you'll feel empowered, fulfilled, and ready to take on anything life throws your way. Chapter 6: Master the Art of Mystery. Bad boys possess an almost hypnotic allure, and much of it lies in their ability to keep women guessing. They don't spill their life story within the first conversation or lay all their cards on the table at once. Instead, they cultivate an air of enigma, leaving women intrigued and eager to learn more. This mastery of mystery becomes one of their most potent tools in building attraction. The Stoics, too, understood the power of silence and discretion. They believed that revealing too much, too quickly, was not only unwise, but also diminished one's value in the eyes of others. Mystery isn't about being dishonest or manipulative, it's about choosing what to share and when. By holding back just enough, you spark curiosity, allowing her imagination to do the heavy lifting. Here's how this plays out in practice. Instead of diving into every detail of your life, share small, intriguing glimpses. Mention that you're working on a challenging project, exploring a unique hobby, or planning a trip somewhere unusual, but don't elaborate right away. Let her curiosity fill in the blanks. The less she knows, the more she'll think about you, trying to piece together the puzzle. For instance, if she asks about your weekend, instead of providing a detailed play-by-play, you might say something like, "It was a bit of an adventure, had some unexpected surprises, but I'll tell you about it another time." That simple statement plants a seed of intrigue. She'll be eager to learn more, and the anticipation will keep you on her mind long after the conversation ends. Mystery also extends to how you behave. Avoid being overly predictable. If you always text her at the same time every day or respond to her messages within seconds, you lose the element of surprise. Mix things up. Take your time to respond or occasionally leave a conversation on a high note. This unpredictability creates a sense of excitement and keeps her guessing about your next move. At its core, mastering the art of mystery is about creating anticipation. Anticipation is a powerful driver of attraction because it engages her imagination. When she doesn't know what to expect, her thoughts naturally gravitate toward you. She'll replay your conversations, wonder about your intentions, and fantasize about uncovering more of who you are. This mental engagement deepens her emotional investment, making you all the more captivating. But mystery isn't just about withholding information, it's also about the energy you project. Carry yourself with quiet confidence, as if you're comfortable in your own skin, but don't feel the need to prove yourself to anyone. This aura of self-assuredness is magnetic. It tells her that you're a man with depth, someone worth exploring. It's also important to understand that mystery isn't about playing games or being intentionally distant. It's about maintaining a sense of independence and individuality. Have a life outside of her, hobbies, passions, and goals that keep you fulfilled. When your world doesn't revolve around her, she'll sense that you're a man of substance, and she'll be drawn to the challenge of becoming part of it. Consider this: when everything about you is laid bare from the start, the excitement of discovery fades quickly. But when you reveal yourself gradually, layer by layer, you create a journey of exploration. Each new piece of information feels like a reward, keeping her engaged and invested. Mystery also works on a psychological level. The brain is wired to find pleasure in solving puzzles. When you present yourself as an enigma, she'll be compelled to figure you out. This need to uncover the unknown about you taps into her curiosity, ensuring that you remain on her mind. Finally, being mysterious doesn't mean being closed off or emotionally unavailable. It's about balancing openness with restraint. Share your thoughts and feelings when appropriate, but let her earn those moments. This balance creates a dynamic where your vulnerability feels genuine and valuable, not something you offer to just anyone. In the end, the art of mystery is about creating a sense of depth. It's about being someone who has layers, someone who can't be fully understood in a single encounter. When you embody this mindset, you'll find that she's not only attracted to you, but also captivated by the idea of uncovering the man beneath the surface. And that, more than anything, keeps the spark alive. Chapter 7. Be unapologetically yourself. Bad boys have an almost magnetic allure, and one of their greatest weapons is their unapologetic authenticity. They don't apologize for who they are, nor do they bend over backward to gain approval or validation. This self-assuredness isn't just attractive, it's captivating. Why? Because it signals deep confidence, the kind that makes others feel safe, intrigued, and eager to be around them. The Stoics understood the profound power of living in alignment with your principles. They taught that peace and strength come from staying true to yourself, no matter the opinions or expectations of others. This philosophy translates seamlessly into the way you carry yourself in relationships. Stop trying to fit into someone else's mold or play a role you think she'll like. When you embrace your true self, flaws and all, you project authenticity, and authenticity is irresistible. Being unapologetically yourself doesn't mean being reckless or insensitive. It's about holding firm to your values and showing the world who you are without fear of judgment. For instance, if you have a unique hobby, talk about it proudly instead of downplaying it because you're worried she won't find it interesting. If you believe in a particular way of living, don't change your stance to appease someone else. Women are drawn to men who stand tall in their truth because it suggests that you're grounded, reliable, and self-reliant. Here's where the real magic happens. When you're unapologetically yourself, you give her permission to do the same. In a world full of masks and pretenses, being around someone who's genuine is refreshing. She'll feel comfortable being her authentic self because she knows you won't judge or try to change her. This creates a unique bond, a connection built on mutual respect, trust, and genuine attraction. When you're living authentically, you also become unpredictable in the best way possible. You're not following a script or catering to what you think she wants, so every interaction is fresh and engaging. She'll be intrigued by your spontaneity and self-assurance, wondering what makes you tick and how you can be so comfortable in your own skin. This level of confidence also allows you to navigate rejection effortlessly. When you're unapologetically yourself, you understand that not everyone will like you, and that's perfectly fine. Rejection no longer feels personal. Instead, it's simply a sign that someone isn't aligned with who you are. This mindset not only protects your peace, but also makes you even more attractive. Why? Because it shows that you're not desperate for approval. Women can sense when a man is trying too hard to impress, and it's often a turn-off. But when you're genuinely comfortable with yourself, it flips the script. Instead of you seeking her approval, she starts seeking yours. She'll find herself wanting to know more about you, wondering what makes you so sure of yourself, and longing to be part of your world. In practice, being unapologetically yourself can take many forms. It might mean expressing your true opinions even if they differ from hers, pursuing your passions even if they don't align with her interests, or maintaining your boundaries even when she challenges them. These actions demonstrate that you value yourself and your principles above fleeting validation. Ultimately, being unapologetically yourself is about living with integrity. It's about being the same person when you're alone as you are when you're with others. When you achieve this level of authenticity, you won't just attract women, you'll attract the right women. The ones who appreciate you for who you truly are, not for who you pretend to be. So embrace your quirks, stand by your beliefs, and live boldly. When you do, you'll find that you don't need to chase anyone. They'll come to you, drawn by the magnetic pull of a man who knows exactly who he is and refuses to apologize for it. These 7 mind tricks aren't just about winning her over, they're about mastering yourself. By incorporating Stoic principles like emotional control, self-discipline, and purposeful action, you're not only becoming more attractive, but also building a life of integrity and fulfillment. Remember, true power comes from within. When you focus on leveling up, maintaining mystery, and valuing your time, you naturally draw people toward you without chasing them. If this episode resonated with you, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your story in the comments below. What's worked for you, or what challenges you've faced? Let's learn from each other and keep growing. Until next time, take control of your mind, your actions, and your destiny. Stay focused, stay stoic, and watch how the world bends to your presence. See you in the next episode.